Alrighty gamers, my name is Jitsu and I want to help you get better at commentary.
Enough acceleration to make your way over. It's all good though. No big punish coming out from Jazz Zero, but the OD Amnesia, again, fighting your way back. I think up the scaling, you're going to be able to kill with the level 1. Jazz Zero moves on.
So as a commentator, if you're staying the same, you're probably actually falling behind. And if all you want to do is cast for your local and maybe stream on the side a little bit, that is perfectly fine. But if you want to work your way up from locals to regionals to majors and even bigger events beyond that, you're going to need to learn how to improve. And specifically, you're going to need to learn how to learn. So I'm going to share my system, which is do, view, review, and redo. So we're going to break that down step by step and see how I can help you guys get better on the mic. So step 1 is to do. You want to find 1 to 3 small events, so these can either be online or in person, that you're going to be regularly commentating at. So start out by just entering the bracket a few times. Let the TOs get to know you and the players as well, and on your end, you want to see if the general vibes are good. Once you've gotten to know people a little bit, you can DM one of those TOs and ask them, hey, I'm looking to get some more experience commentating, and I'd love to help you guys out with commentary if you would be interested. So, of course, just because you ask doesn't mean you're going to get it, and just because you get it doesn't mean you're going to get a spot every week. But if you repeat this process 1 or 2 more times, you'll have a good rotation of places to commentate. And if you're really trying to improve, you should probably be aiming for at least 1 commentary block per week. Also, note that do is the first step here. You can't improve if you're stuck in your head thinking, oh, how do I have the perfect commentary block every time before I even step on the mic? You just have to go out there and practice it, so make sure to find a place that you guys are comfortable commentating. And step number 2 is view. So download and rewatch the VODs of your commentary blocks. So the day after you finish any given commentary block, you want to download the VOD. So one reason is to review it, and the other is for using in your commentary reel down the line. So a video on that is going to be in the works. Make sure to stay tuned. As far as downloading, I use Twitch link for downloading Twitch streams and 4K video downloader for YouTube VOD. I will leave a link for those down in the description below. Once they're downloaded, take a look through them in your video player of choice. So if it's on YouTube or Twitch and you have a mobile app, you can even have, a game on your main monitor, or you can do some household chores while you're listening to that VOD. But just listening passively is not going to be enough. And that is where we move on to step number 3. You're going to review. You actively have to think about how you did during that block. Some big things that you want to look out for here are, what did you do well? Are you repeating certain phrases too often? Are you talking too fast to be understood or too slow for the viewer to care? How well are you working with your co-commentator? Are there particular characters or situations you're struggling to recognize or analyze quickly? And whatever else comes to mind when you're listening back to that block. So listening back, keeping your ears peeled for notes, and writing them down, whether it's on a physical notepad or somewhere on your computer, is super important for catching easy mistakes. Once we've found those mistakes though, how do we go about fixing them? And that is where we're going to move on to step number 4, redo. So choose one aspect from those notes that you had before, one aspect of your commentary to focus on improving in your next block. So you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days on the mic. And you can't guarantee your best performance every time, but you can guarantee your improvement over time as a commentator by being intentional and choosing a skill you want to train each and every block. So for example, you can practice elevating your energy to match hype moments like a set ender or the end of the tournament. You can train yourself to give strong and clear handoffs to your co-commentator when you want to give them a turn to speak. And the list of skills obviously goes on and on. So just remember to take it one step at a time. Once you've mastered any of those one skills, find another one to hone so you can bring your best self to every block. And I have a couple bonus tips for you guys. So bonus tip number 1 is leave a good impression on the TOs and commentators that you work with. So be on time, communicate well, and also make sure to thank them during and after the bracket for their hard work, whether it's, oh, to my co-commentator, it was a real pleasure working with you, or to the TOs, hey, thanks for making sure everything was working so smoothly in the background so we could just chill out on the mic. So it is a small world in the FGC, and you're probably going to be running into these TOs, into these commentators again and again. So you want to be at least on their good side. And they might even have great advice to help your future review process too, if they feel comfortable with giving you that advice or critique, or even if you reach out to ask them for it. And bonus tip number 2 is focus on games you love. If you're gonna pick up a hot new game just to ride the popularity, so Street Fighter 6 had just dropped, Grand Blue, Tekken 8, Uni 2 are on the horizon as I'm filming this video. If you just pick things up because you think they're gonna be popular, every step that we've just mentioned, from commentating to reviewing and everything in between, all of that is gonna be way more of a drag and you're really not gonna have a fun time doing it. On the other hand, if you spend your energy on games that you find fun, whether that's to play the games or to cast them or both, preferably, you're gonna do a lot better as a result. Also, viewers are gonna way more likely enjoy your commentary, especially when they can tell you're having a genuinely good time doing it. So I hope that helps you guys. If you have any comments or you have any tips of your own that you want to share, feel free to stop by the comment section down below. And also while you're here, you can check out my summer 2023 commentary reel. I'm really proud of this one, so I would love it if you guys could take a look through it. Or you can follow me on Twitter to see what I'm up to next. So see you guys.